What is up, lobotomized girl? It's the guy. You know, the guy who smiles all the time to stop the tears from coming out. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I find the controversy surrounding the Elden Ring DLC ridiculously hilarious. At this point, it's like ancient knowledge carved in stone and passed down through generations that whenever something big comes out, the gaming community has to squabble about issues nobody cared about to prove some points that the other side doesn't even want to hear. So, as somebody who takes no side in any argument whatsoever, except for his own, I will provide the true, definitive, undeniable answer to the question, is the Elden Ring DLC too difficult? Let's just get straight into the point, okay? The answer is actually pretty simple. In fact, it is so simple that I can answer it in just a few sentences. Now, as an average person with below average reflexes at a demanding full-time job with 2 hours of daily commute, which trains my soul and leaves me mentally exhausted and physically more beat up than P. Diddy's girlfriend at the end of the day, to the point of only wanting to turn my brain off and play some game that every Dark Soul YouTuber and sentient mass of fat on Reddit out there are praising as the best DLC ever made, while in reality we all know it's the Horse Armor DLC from Oblivion, okay? Shadow of the Erdtree is easy. Sure, all of the beautiful, well-designed, lightning-fast bosses one-shot you with their insanely elaborate and excellently animated attacks that punish panic rolling and require a high degree of concentration, pattern recognition, split-second reflexes, and precise dodge timing borderline on precognition. But that's just what the devs intended. You know, they want you to spend hours of your severely limited time collecting upgrades by aimlessly wandering around a masterfully designed map bigger than most AAA games nowadays. A map meticulously designed to reward thorough exploration as well as create a sense of awe and wonder never before seen in any other video games up to date, featuring at least 40 hours of pure content with little to no filler. You know, aside from auto backtracking and death screens that take a certain amount of time to rub it in your face anytime you die. And please, do not tell me that you can't spend hours scouring the gigantic interconnected map with no clear direction on where to go because you only have 2 hours maximum to play the game due to your 9 to 5 hour job and you have other responsibilities like housework, taxes, children, spouses, families, relationships, etc. Hey, you have no one to blame but yourself, okay? Before you buy the DLC, you should have expected it to be 3 billion times more difficult than the base game itself, which every single full-time YouTubers out there who do nothing but play video games for a living said was the easiest and most accessible Souls game that everybody should play and finish at least once, no matter how much time they have and how much difficulty they had with the previous Souls game, okay? How many times did I tell you not to pre-order a game or just buy any game without first watching and reading reviews which seem to be riding the Miyazaki Myth Express and universally praise this DLC as the third coming of Christ? Okay. Alright, now I am nothing but not generous, okay? So, in this video I'm gonna show you exactly how to beat this DLC. Hassle-free. All you need to do is follow these few steps. Upgrade all of your gears and spirit summon to the max level. Go online. Trudge through the myriad of smelly, pointless Reddit arguments to find an 82-page written speedrun guide some Norgal coders wrote 4 hours after the DLC was released. Follow that guide to the letter to learn which exact raid rune, spirit summon, consumable, talisman, and weapon that you need to use in order to beat the bosses. And yeah, remember to memorize all of the cheap exploits and ways to break the AI, okay? And if you're somehow still having problems, try summoning your co-op partner and turn the boss fight into a gangbang. And please stop calling it cheating, okay? You call that unfair, I call it utilizing every resources available to you. The devs have gone out of their way to make sure that you have all you need to finish the DLC. They gave you a bunch of new weapons that you won't use with a variety of different movesets that you can play around with. So use all of them, you silly goose. But make sure it's the best weapon with the fastest attacks and the highest damage, okay? You know, abuse the shit out of the bleed weapons, man. Stun lock the enemies until GTA 6 release. Do whatever you want to finish the game. And no! If there's a weapon in the base game that you feel attached to, that you have spent countless hours grinding to upgrade fully and have used to finish the entirety of the base game, that doesn't contain some sort of mechanics that can be abused, then it's suboptimal. Alright? The only people who care about how to beat the game having interacted with a female since their mom kicked them out of the basement. Alright? So do whatever you want. But just remember to put all of your points into HP and dexterity, okay? Forget about your unique play style, alright? It's a role-playing game, but you're role-playing as an autistic gorilla here. No room for creativity, okay? You're just one hit away from shoving a controller up your ass, so anything but vigor and a bleed build won't cut it. Unless you actually pay attention and learn the boss's intricate but highly predictable, clearly choreographed moveset instead of going online and complaining about dying over and over again on a subreddit full of people who haven't actually played the game in a long time and have lost all of their reflexes, as well as they've forgotten about all the gameplay mechanics due to their hectic lifestyles full of responsibilities that push their mental capacity to the limit and thus have no room to think about anything else, let alone video games. Don't complain too much, okay? The only people whom I respond are metagamers who find enjoyment in pushing a game to its limits using the mechanics designed, allowed, and encouraged by the devs. After all, fun is subjective and people like different things, right? But if you don't heed my warning and keep complaining, you might find yourselves with answers from people who haven't accomplished a single thing in their miserable existence and thus project their inferiority onto others by gatekeeping folks who just want to enjoy a hobby. By playing a game in which you are expected to die over and over again, slowly learning new ways and mechanics to overcome challenges while going at your own pace, instead of bashing your skull against the wall, hoping the wall will break first, getting consumed by blind rage while absorbing no new knowledge about the boss itself, getting frustrated in the process. See? What did I tell you? Simple answer, right? I don't even know why there's a controversy in the first place. Well, I hope that clears up everything. You can watch the video again if you somehow feel lost, but I don't know how you would. And speaking of controversy, another one that I covered was the Assassin's Creed Shadow historical accuracy thing that you can watch over here. Subscribe and stay tuned to witness my gradual descent into insanity, okay? If you don't, Red Guy will tell Dr. Disrespect where you live, okay? You do it. He's crazy.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Nuh-uh.
Yes, you are.